So looking out a year, is Pyramid Blocks, the second release, is that the biggest hit for digital chocolate?
Pyramid Blocks is just coming to market now. It's been winning a lot of awards and getting rave reviews, and that we to a degree think of that as a sequel to another award-winning game of ours called Tower Blocks. An even bigger story for us is the launch of what we call the Cafe series, which is a group of games that are a reflection of this casual trend. I think most casual gamers, by the way, there's a very strong part of that market that's women playing games. And women don't want to shoot and kill harmless animals and other people. Obviously there's a lot of male gamers that like hardcore sports games and driving games and games involving shooting and so on. But when you shift over to the casual market, whether we're talking about adults or children or men or women, what all of those consumers want are simple, fun puzzle games, card games, board games, trivia games. You can even have other topics like sports and racing and so on, but it's got to be handled in a more casual fashion. So the Cafe series has a community concept with a sense of place where players can congregate in what feels like a virtual Starbucks. And you see you and your friends are hanging out there, and you can have messaging going on between them.
Does Starbucks have any economic relation with digital chocolate or that game?
All I'll say at this point is not yet.
Okay.
So this is a generic offering called the Cafe series, but we'd love to have Starbucks actually get involved in it in some fashion. But we were inspired by Starbucks because they took this mature beverage category called coffee, and they added social value, and that's been the key to their success. And they're very deliberate about it. I mean, they've created a very nice social environment, like a small village in each of their stores, and they've added personalization. So it's a form of user-generated content. And some of the Web 2.0 principles apply to what Starbucks has done, and they've got a fabulous brand relationship with their customers, and the customers spend a lot of money with them and are very happy about them as a brand.
Okay, well, you touched on user-generated as well as Starbucks, and I believe that would be sponsorship or branding, and that's a different revenue model. But just quickly, what does it take to be a hit? Is it, I think, Pyramid Blocks sold 1 million units in 2 years. Does that mean it's a game has to sell 1 million units?
I think 1 million units it's a good benchmark.
Okay.
I think in the long run, of course, where we're headed, we would care more about having 1 million members of a club and having those members, maybe they could even be playing for free, and maybe they're seeing some advertising. Maybe they're purchasing better looking clothing for their avatar. Maybe there are other elements of a digital asset economy. Maybe there's a subscription fee for other club privileges.
Right. How many subscribers do you have for digital chocolate games? Or do you count them? Or
so we're just really transitioning into subscription as a revenue model, because a lot of our operators don't offer it.
Okay.
So for many of the operators around the world, you just have to pay a one-time fee and you get the download, and that's the end of the story. There are operators in the U.S., led by Verizon and Sprint, that have a lot of subscription capability. So a lot of our games can be purchased either way.
Okay.
But a more legitimate subscription service is one where there's a reason to be paying every month. I mean, if you just bought the game and maybe you played the game really heavily for a couple of months, why would you want to be paying for that 6 months later?
Yeah.
But if it feels like a membership in a club, that's a different story.